Accessible gets in, God keeps making it clear that there are places that are livable. There are places that are habitable, but I can't even fathom it because a lot of times I watch nothing but the news. If I'm reading up on a country, I'm not just reading up on its general good side of life and its culture. It tends to be the news. And news tend to report all that which is broken about a country. So I can't fathom if there's any way it makes sense at all to live. And the Lord has shown me that I'm going to move to the US. I can't fathom how even the US is okay because I'm largely only ever watching American news, not so much culture or anything else that the US is doing other than in the destructive portion of it, other than its LGBTQ agenda, other than its war against God, other than its war on Christianity, other than its woke mind virus, other than. But apparently there are countries where it's better than where I am at. So, like I said, all that I ever see about other nations are their news. And so everywhere it looks like, listen, it's disaster. But I live in disaster. I live in a country that is uninhabitable. I live in a country that's news 24/7 for real. I live in a nation that is a cesspool of darkness, cesspool of mire, cesspool of dirt, cesspool of rape. I live in a nation that I live where it is that it is news coverage 24/7, and no, it's not just that which is being reported, and so therefore it makes it look real bad. It is an actual reality that this country is evil. I live there. I know what it's like to live in a country that is insufferable. It's not like you watch the news. Back in the day, for instance, South Africa was the worst country apparently with the highest crime rate to live in. Yet I had a normal life and I never experienced much of what was being reported about us in the news. So it was one of those, listen, you need to come here to experience it and see it for yourself. It's not as bad as what the news portrays. There was a time when there was a cognitive dissonance between what's being posted on the news about my country versus the reality experienced on the ground. Now, the news is the country. Listen, I am telling you right now, it's that bad. It is that bad. Imagine when you live in a war zone, a communistic nightmare like that, aren't you acting like it's a democracy? When you live in a religious mire, when you live in a spiritual cesspool where won't umuntu touch anything at all where every ex-boyfriend you want to move on and get married, then I guess it makes sense that you go and you test other countries to see if at all what is spoken about them on the news is really your reality as you experience it on the ground. I can see why God wants to move me somewhere else, that I might overcome the cognitive dissonance of other nations' news to see that my country's that bad.